Getting in some more breaking inputs coming in. Now, what we are learning from government sources is that after India struck Pakistan, all major cities in India have now been put on high alert. And this is a decision on expected lines. Ayushman Jamwal joins me live from the newsroom with those breaking inputs. Ayushman,
Kansha, that's the latest update that is coming in. Remember, India has now set the doctrine of custom match attacks to give a befitting reply to Pakistan. So in the avenue of the fact that Pakistan could launch another counter-strike, all major Indian cities are currently on high alert. The entire defense infrastructure is on high alert. Also, the air defense systems have been activated across the border to ensure that any misadventure from Pakistan is met with a swift response. So because India, by targeting 3 Pakistani air bases, by hitting the heart of Pakistan, Islamabad, Lahore, Rawalpindi, now in the fear of a counter-attack, India is ready to face anything that Pakistan throws at it, and all major cities are currently on high alert with the entire defense apparatus now activated.
I want to bring in Major Manoj on that. Major Manoj, what is your response now to the fear of escalation? Everybody is talking about it. We heard Glenn, we heard Stephen, and that's perhaps a valid concern now. But I guess India is prepared.
Yeah, we are prepared, obviously, and we are very, this is on expected lines, as you said. I just want to take a moment to reply to what Mr. Stephen said, especially on the fact he has a certain stand on the whole thing. But what I wanted to comment on what he's saying, that irrespective of we give them IMF funding or not, like IMF gives them funding or not, Pakistan's stand on terrorism is not going to change. So here's what I have to say is that you cannot say that a country which has ample resources and some kind of intentions, that logically would want to pursue it and can pursue it successfully. Secondly, you have never denied them funding to know that will they actually stop terrorism if we stop giving them money? Will they use it? And it is a known thing that the infrastructure, the health services, education, everything is defunct in Pakistan. Their generals are exceptionally corrupt. Their politicians take all the money. They all settle abroad in US, UK, Europe, Canada, and all that. You know that they take the money, but just because they've been doing the bidding for US since 80s, since the time Russian came in, you have refused to comment on the terror. You knew the terror factories are there. You knew where the training camps were established. You knew when Al Qaeda was formed. So you cannot say that, if we don't give them money, they might not change. You never gave this possibility a chance to even experiment with that thought. Today, when you know that India is in such a critical state with Pakistan, and this is now a time to maybe corner them. Fine, I don't say militarily or just kill them all. But the point is, there could have been a spot where the world could have cornered them. Then when will you stop? America found Osama bin Laden hiding in Pakistan after 10 years of carrying out joint operations. What more proofs do you need that they don't care what you think, because they know they'll get your money? So you should have given, the IMF should have given this a chance this time, that we could have cornered them, that we will not support you till the time you mend your ways. But you lost the chance again this time, and it will continue to be the same story, that everybody thinks, oh, they are going to be like this, we give them money or not, so let's give them some more. That's not I don't think that's the right way to go. Anyway, coming on the, what originally Akanksha asked, that the high alert in all the cities is as expected on the lines, because the thing is, one, war is a brutal business. While we are celebrating all our successes, there is a possibility an odd missile might make it through and land on our cities also. Pakistan has been hitting our civil areas by drone and artillery since past almost a week now. So everybody has to be ready for that contingency. It's good to shout that go war, fight, kill everybody, but I mean, there's a possibility that we also might get hurt at some stage. Hence, it's a good decision for government to issue this alert right now.
Okay.
And along with it, the civil administration comes into action and they will issue necessary directions to everyone.
Okay. Stay with me. Going to request all of you gentlemen to continue staying with me. Also joined in by Susant Sarin, who's a senior fellow at the ORF. Sushant, what a morning to wake up to. India's made some massive strategic victories today when it came to, in fact, reducing those 3 air bases to rubble. And we've not just targeted Pakistan's commercial capital, you're looking at the national capital as well. I'd like your thoughts.
Akansha, you are being very presumptive that you thought people went off to sleep last night. I tried to, but within half an hour, I was so restless that I got up, and then I would imagine that.
You should have joined in much earlier then. I'm going to hold this against you.
Yeah, but the thing is that I just came to the thought that if Kargil was the first television war in India, this conflict is the first. I can't call it a war as yet, but this is the first Twitter or X war in this part of the world. Uh, but look, something was being expected because yesterday, when the Pakistanis had attacked, and they've been attacking us, this is the third night that they attacked us. On the second night after they attacked us, we had the press conference yesterday by the Foreign Secretary. And I would have thought that the Foreign Secretary had given them an off-ramp because he spoke in very measured tones, as he normally does. But he said that the Pakistanis had carried out these attacks, and the Indians, we retaliated in 4 places. He didn't say what the scale of retaliation was, but the way he said it, it was that, okay, fine, we've done it. We are not making a big song and dance about it. We are not gloating about it. We are not making a big deal out of it. And this can become an off-ramp for both sides. And that is the impression I got when I was in the evening when I was on your channel. This is exactly what my impression was. And I think Major Jolly was there at that time, if I'm mistaken, not. And my impression was that, we've said, okay, fine, let's take this off ramp. But clearly the Pakistanis have this habit of biting off a lot more than they can chew. And they thought that, obviously some damage must have been done. And just because their attacks have not been successful over the last 3 days, that does not give them a free pass. And the thing is that, so quite clearly, I think the message from the Indian side was that if they are now going to start continuing doing this, then we will also hit back and hit back hard. And I think that is what has happened tonight. A lot of these rumors were actually doing the rounds yesterday, but apparently it's happened today. So I think now we are in a completely different situation because the kind of retaliation India has done, it's very clear that the Pakistanis are going to try and hit back. How will they hit back? The reports, which if we can make some sense out of them, there is that they are going to use their air power and they're going to try and strike at targets inside India. And we'd have to see how the rest of the air defenses, which have performed exceedingly well against drone attacks, how they perform against the Pakistani fighting.
Stay
Number
with me.
one.
All right.